you need is love, love. It says we're live.
It says we're live.
Okay. Is everyone in the chat room seeing this as well? I hope.
I don't think yet.
I know there's that delay, right?
Yeah.
Took my eye off of him for 3 seconds. Had no idea where he went.
Yeah. Being around that creature will keep you on your toes, no doubt about
Oh,
it.
absolutely. And he's in a feisty mood today. He did about 20 backflips to not be handled.
He's really cute. I really love him. He's so cute.
He's something else.
He's got personality.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I was going to end up having a friendly iguana or not, but he's turning out to be great.
Oh,
He's handsome.
He's cool. I'm writing down names, folks. So, because can y'all see in the chat room as well?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is everyone cool?
Yeah, I don't think we're live.
No, we're not. No.
It says live up there, recording live on YouTube.
Yeah, it says that we're live.
So
and
You'll see the picture still there.
Refresh it, maybe.
Yeah, I see. Okay, I see the live. No.
Shall I type into them that we're trying to get live?
Yeah. In one aspect, it's showing live. In another one, it's not. I do not understand how that can happen, to be candid with you. But yeah,
I think we need a new platform.
we do need a new platform.
Yeah.
So,
Have you guys heard of brand new Tube?
No.
I've
Yeah,
heard
I've
of
heard
it.
of something, yeah.
Yeah, it seems really cool. It's a non-censored new platform. They basically said if YouTube wasn't going to let people say their piece, then they would rip off the business model and let people say their piece. So
I heard that you have to have very
I'm looking at that
select.
one.
I heard you have to have a very select account to do live, though. D-Live is based on live. I like using D-Live, but D-Live is a very I don't know if this channel I don't know. Take a look at D-Live and see if you like it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it. Definitely.
They have a lemon. They have a lemon system. They have a cryptocurrency within or at least it's a credit system. It's not really crypto, but they've got lemons, and you spend money in lemons within it, which has a really cool element.
Make lemonade. Is it just
Kind of like Las Vegas, isn't it? That's
is it
weird.
just spelled with the D? D-Live, like D, letter D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right. Letter D and then L-I-V-E. D-Live.
Okay.
There's a handful of people that I follow on there.
Okay.
Hold on one second, folks. I'm seeing it that we are live on YouTube. I just don't know if they're giving everyone the heads up on it or not. But it appears to be live.
Well, no, yesterday it came on live on our phones right away, but on the desktop or the laptop, not so much. We have to refresh in order to see it.
Yep.
So,
Okay.
I don't know.
All right, folks. Well, I can see the chat. Can we just not use Zoom? That's
there we are.
Yeah.
You can see it now?
We're good. We're good now. We got 50 people watching.
Okay.
Okay. Well, there we go. I had no idea.
It's been on for about 3.5 minutes. I had to refresh my page to see it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll have a look.
Let's see.
That's what you need to do is refresh.
Thank you, folks. And Nina, if you want to get our 1, 2, 3 going while we're
I'm already ahead of the game. I already got them all pulled out.
Gee,
So.
I tell you what, this is like,
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm trying to refresh my browser and see what they're saying.
Yeah, mine's not working.
Yeah.
But the chat room's working though. They got my message and there's.
It appears, yeah. It's very interesting. I don't know what's going on. Well, anyway, so how is the whole panel doing? Amber, we'll start with you. How's everything in your life? Everything going good?
Yeah, everything's been pretty good, pretty mellow. I'm about to go to Washington and help a friend unpack all her stuff. She had brain surgery like 6 months ago, so she needs some help. So I'm gonna go and help her. And my dog that passed away, my friend bought a painting, a mural at a dog park. So I went and checked that out. It's finally finished and it's really beautiful. So it's been good.
Excellent,
Oh.
excellent. Jennifer, how are you doing on the other side of the ocean there?
It's been it's crazy around me, but I'm staying pretty centered. There's lots of things that are very nasty that's going on, but we're breaking international law apparently right now and bringing back torture. It's been legalized as of this week.
What has been legalized?
Torture.
Oh, really?
Wow.
That
Wow.
seems a little
Oh, really?
regressive.
Yeah.
I mean,
Torture. Jesus, under what context?
Very regressive,
What do you have to do to earn torture
well,
as a punishment?
Not take the
right
vaccine.
now there's people being arrested. Yeah, well, that's it. That's why I think it is. And we've got Assange, you see, and part of the torture law that was put in place says that we can't send anybody away if we've got any suspicion that they might encounter any kind of discomfort to their health or torture, and that's got various categories. And I think Assange might be getting prepared to go over to your end of the woods very soon, bless him. Love him or hate him, he did what he did. So they're treating him very badly. So I think that's one context that they've done it for. And on top of that, we've got police arresting people in a very rough way on the streets for not wearing masks and things at the minute. So
wow.
yeah.
That
Yep.
sucks. And I always thought England is much more as a passive state. I guess I may be wrong on that.
I think it's supposed to look like that, with the royalty and things like that. But
Yeah.
we've done the most damage, not the people, but the country itself, the crown itself. We've done a heck of a lot of damage around the world. We've really, really damaged a lot of countries in terrible ways. But we have a very nice shiny tea and scones surface, but I stood and watched parliamentary figures fighting with each other, literally saying, you asked us to break the law to go into an illegal Iraqi war, and now we've done it 5 times during this lockdown, and they're saying it out loud to each other in Parliament.
Don't let their karma and their lies
look upon
dictate.
us in shame. So.
Don't let that dictate how they can treat you from their karma and their lies.
Oh, no, I don't wear a mask. And you know what? I've walked around sovereign free past police officers and they haven't bothered me. But people in fear are getting it, I think. So it doesn't, that's what I'm saying. It's like chaos around me, but I feel pretty good. Good things are happening and I'm sustaining well. So,
In America, it's really the fights just with the corporations and inside, like, public buildings and stuff like courthouses. Other than that, it's entirely a choice with, like I worry I do ride share. And if my customer bitches that I don't wear a mask, then I have to go back and forth with my ride share, with Lyft or whatever and tell them, well, listen, 1996 HIPAA Act, I've got a personal medical condition. And I have to remind them every time because they don't seem to like to remember details like medical rights that predate and are not absolved or whatever by the pandemic. But anyway, I think we've got divinations people want.
Yeah.
I'm just listening. It's like this. It's one of the great things about teaching the E squared series is that I think we're in a time now where you're really going to have to create your reality. Otherwise, the one
that's exactly what I'm doing. Yeah.
It is. And I used to be a real convert in the political spectrum, and once I disavowed that and cleansed my spirit of that, you end up living a lot more happier. That's just me.
It kind of feels like Christianity all over again.
Yes.
right? You either convert
Mhm.
or you die.
Yes.
That's kind of the feeling you're getting here again now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You son of a gun, you.
We love,
We're going to teach you, you know, so give me
we love
one.
you so much, we'll kill
Yeah.
you if you
Yeah.
don't
Yeah,
do it.
it's for the
Yeah.
betterment of everyone, right? Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
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 Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, so,
Kill me and I'll come back if I want to.
Yeah.
so I read this really interesting thing today, panel. It's talking about the power that each of us possess. Our bodies and what we call the soul form actually only consumes less than 1% of what our actual reality of energy is. And the physicists that are looking at this have come up with the fact that each of us, if we were to explode, if we exploded our energy, would be over 50 H bombs.
Wow. I heard that about the amount in a coffee cup could do something terrible to the sea if you were to harness the energy that you
Yeah.
could fit in a coffee cup.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. So
but I've
everyone,
been going back to,
go ahead, hon.
are we live?
Yes, we are. I think
Oh,
we
we
are
are.
live.
I
Yeah.
don't
Are we
know. I
live?
can't see it on mine.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
I can't
Apparently,
see it on mine. Sorry, I thought we were just chatting.
um,
I don't
no,
think
we
we
are
are, you
live.
guys.
No,
Yeah.
we're live. We got 78 people watching. It's there.
I don't
Well,
know.
they're watching, but I don't know if they can see us.
Yeah, they're saying they're having technical difficulties still.
Are they?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
are we recording or
We
just
are
in
recording.
case?
We
Okay.
We are
are
recording, so
Yeah.
Okay.
And by the way, I have quite a list here of people. So we have like 37 already on a list.
wow.
So why don't we do, Nina, you do those cards, and I'm pulling the people from last week who didn't get a card pulled. You're going to be at the front of the line, and then we'll go down the list. And we got a big list. So, Nina, it's all yours.
All right, people. So everybody sit back and relax, take a deep breath, okay, and try and let all these worldly worries kind of fade away for a minute, okay, and meditate on the numbers 1, 2, or 3 while you have a question in mind, okay. That way the answer card is going to make more sense to you. So I've already pre-done this, so you don't have to sit here and wait. So hopefully you guys have your number, and if you do, comment the number so everybody can see. It kind of lets me know, who's picking what, and we kind of get to see the theme for the week. So if you pick number 1 and you had a question, they're saying yes, whatever that question was. So that's always nice. The guides, though, are reminding us to release toxic relationships. I think that's quite important right now. The crystal angel is Moonstone. Heighten intuition. Be extra aware of your inner knowingness as it is trustworthy. Okay, so they're basically telling you to listen to your own intuition. Okay, it's what's going to steer you right. Okay, to trust it. Okay, but you might need to look at some people around you that might not be in your best interest, but whatever your question was, they're saying yes. So that's for number 1. Now, if you pick number 2 and you had a question, bless you.
Excuse me.
They're saying
Thank you.
within the next few weeks, whatever it is that your question was. And the guides are reminding you that abundance is your right. So maybe there's some abundance coming within the next few weeks. The crystal angel is ametrine, balancing masculine and feminine energies. Allow your feminine side to creatively inspire you and your masculine side to give you confidence. So it's all in the balance. So if you've been too much on the one side or the other, they're reminding you to kind of try and keep it in the balance, okay? It works better if it's a little bit of both, okay? And to know that abundance is your right. And I'm hoping that it's going to come within the next few weeks. let me know how that works out for you. Number 2, if this resonates, comment below. I always like to see some feedback. Then finally, for number 3, if you had a question, they're saying peaceful resolution will come, okay? The guides are reminding you to have an attitude of gratitude. And that's always important. You know, no matter what's going on around us, it's important to be grateful for what we do have and not focus on what we don't. The crystal angel is Malachite's prosperity. There's a positive shift in your flow of divine support. I believe this came up last week too. Both of these abundance cards came up last week. So it seems to me that there's going to be an abundance, okay? Now, whether that is financial or if that's in health or whatever it is that you're dealing with at the time, okay, let's take it. Let's take it for what it's worth here and go with that, okay? Abundance all around. So yeah, seems very positive this week, and yeah.
I mean, this is the ship you want to be on.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, we don't have a curfew and we don't have a minimum. Amber, we'll start with you on the rotation, and I'd like to, and actually someone suggests this, could you pull a card for the Soul Tribe, I guess as a collective card? I hadn't thought about that. And then I got one individual for you, which would be Posey Blue. Steve, I got Loretta for you. Jen, I got Planet 76. I love that. And then Nina, Peter will be for you.
Oh, wow. I pulled all cups. So there's definitely emotional waters going on. So we've got 3 of cups, 2 of cups, and 9 of cups. This is for the Soul Tribe. So I think it kind of goes with the number 3 that Nina just pulled, as like appreciating what you have in the moment, enjoying life, not being so focused on the negative things. It's really hard right now. I know, trust me. This too shall pass, and we just want to keep our bonds with the people that mean the most. Try not to pay so much attention to people that try to throw you off, because there's always going to be people out there that try to throw a wrench in the tire. And you know, and then 9 of cups, it can be a little off balance. We're almost at 10, so we're almost at that completion, but we have to make sure just to appreciate the ones that we love, tell them we love them more. We don't know what our last day is, you know, so try to bring light and play with others and enjoy each other's company and party, or do whatever you need to do to make connections and focus on the good things that we have, because I know it's really hard right now, because it's like when we were talking about, I don't know if we were on live earlier, but when Jennifer was talking about how they're making torture become like an okay thing where she's at, I kept envisioning a pendulum, you know, just like the pendulum swings one way, it's going to end up swinging the other way, but you know, it's going to keep going one way. So it's going to go kind of negatively for a while. So we have to stay focused on just having fun, being lighthearted, because we're the ones that create things. We're the ones that create our own reality. Even if it doesn't change the whole world right now, it will eventually. So just keep that in mind.
Far out. And now I'm glad we're coming to it, because we can't play the ostrich syndrome here. I mean, reality is it sucks out there, but there is another reality that says it doesn't have to suck in here. Use a modern nomenclature. Anyway, so I thought that was spot on. Thank you, Amber.
Mm-hmm. Did you want me to read for somebody else?
Yes, for Posey Blue. She is an active part of the chat room, and I was really disappointed we couldn't get to her last week, but we are true to our word here.
Posey Blue. Okay. So we've got 10 of Wands and 2 of Wands. So you may be feeling overwhelmed with all your tasks that you need to get done, or there may be something. Wands is passion, fire, creation. So and then the 2 of Wands is making that passion and creation come true through either like options. So you may have a couple different options with work or whatnot, but with that 10 of Wands, it's just a lot of burden. So just try to figure out a way to slow down a little bit and relax, and not let those burdens, you know, maybe you're having a hard time with a decision on what you need to do next. So maybe, you know, talk to friends and try to get signs from different things that you see on the exterior as well as the interior, and so that you can start to release all of that stuff that you have going on. Maybe you have a lot of chores or something, you got a lot of housework, something like that. And so it's really good to ask for help. That's it.
Thank you. Let us know, folks. I'm reading the chat as fast as I can. There are a lot of people, folks. The list just keeps going. Steve, Miss Loretta.
All right. Before we jump on Miss Loretta, as I have been accustomed to do for the tribe, the
Good.
animal spirit card that presides over our session today: Dragonfly,
Far out.
Fire Elemental, Magic, Spontaneity, Immediacy, and Change. So these are going to be overarching themes. And so, Miss Loretta, your card is the 8 of Vessels, Rebirth. So this is you are now getting that full emotional story in your life, and it's giving you that revigoration that you've been looking for, and you're just about to be done processing with that emotional journey soon. And you have here, okay, so you've got Manaj reversed. So this is representative of the mind or of mankind in a sense. And so look towards your to the places that you call home, the places that ground you, and let your mind and the people that you surround yourself with be rooted in that place.
Let us know. Thank you, Steve.
Mm-hmm.
Jen, Planet 76.
Planet 76.
We'll
So I've
find
got
out
some
what kind of
cards
planet
out.
that is. I like that.
Yeah. It looks a little bit like a Virgo planet with some of the cards that have come out, but this is the new deck, the Nostradamus decks. I'm still getting used to it. So the imagery is really cool on them. This is classed as the 2 of Cups being the 2 of Moons. So emotions, intuition. It speaks to you uniting in yourself with your divine feminine, divine masculine planet, and that there's something of a unification even with another, in that there's an understanding of another that you didn't have before, that's brought a greater perspective to you and your balance within. It speaks to a lot of inner work being done to really balance yourself out. So good on you for doing that, especially right now. That's amazing. And then on the bottom of the deck was the Judgment card. So this speaks to somehow, somewhere you've stripped yourself bare of a lot of the things that are going on, a lot of the dead skin that you don't need, and not like rising from the dead as some kind of zombie figure, but an inner work again, changing you, changing the electromagnetic field that you're putting out around you, bringing in a much more symbiotic and much more abundant feeling, and slightly not trusting of it because of what's going on, but trust it and know that this was all your capability with this work that you've done within to balance out. you've proved exactly what Amber said so beautifully before, and Nina with one of the cards, in that, you know, that you create the reality, and you do that from inward outward. So it's awesome for what you've done, but trust it more and feed into it more.
Cool. I love that. Miss Nina, I have Peter, and then Amber, I have Deborah Sloan, Steve, Eric Freeman, and Jen Charlene. That'll kind of give you all some heads up here.
All right, so I decided to go back to the Oracle of E. Everybody seems to get a kick out of the Dude Most High. So I'll continue with that. So for Peter, I got Bazinga. So we'll see what that's all about here. Well, don't you get it going on. Now's the time to reveal in sweet taste of what does it say? Fantabulous you. You've hit the mark. Go on. Take a victory lap. Pop a cork. Let's get the party started. Celebrants are lining up at the door. So Peter, I don't know what you got going on, but apparently you're right on the mark. So
We're heading over to Peter's house.
we're going to Peter's house.
I mean, what the hell? I mean, I'm bringing my wife, I'm bringing my dog. I mean, I want to be there, man. Fantastic. Thanks, Nina. I love those cards.
Mm-hmm.
Amber, Miss Deborah Sloan.
All right, Deborah. Okay, so I don't know if you can see this. Don't be startled. Doesn't always mean bad. So we've got the death card. Yeah, that's horrible. The death card. So, and we've got the star. So something is ending within your circle, and it may feel a little intense, sad. It may be a part of your ego. It may be something within your physical space. But whatever it is, don't worry. It's going to be fine because you have the star after it. So you're being guided, you're being heard. Everything you're doing is right. Maybe just try to let go of the reins. I feel with the death card, I feel like you're holding on to something, and it's because you feel bad for moving on, or maybe you don't know what's happening, you don't understand it, but just keep faith that you're being heard because you have the star, and that's like a beautiful card. It's just basically saying you're being guided to where you need to go. And then the lady, enjoy growth and reap rewards. So like with the death card, the death of something is a rebirth of something. I'm Scorpio rising and Scorpio moon. So my whole life is death and rebirth, death and rebirth, death and rebirth. So it's like something that is necessary. So don't be afraid of it. Enjoy it. Walk into that new person that you are, and share your light because you're being guided with the star.
That's so cool, Amber, because sometimes you think of death and it always has the morbid side, but we know if we didn't have it, we wouldn't have newness of life.
Yeah, there's been like with the dark night of the soul, if I'm sure many people in this whole realm that we're in right now, meaning this live, like we've gone through that and more than once sometimes, and it's very painful, but then you come out on the other side and you're just this whole new person.
Yeah, that's it's like Churchill said, if you're going through hell, don't stop.
Right. Walk through it. Don't
walk
stay
through
in
it, man. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
the dude most high. I mean, Nina, those are great cards. I just want to say, I love that because I got this picture of the FP, wearing, surfer pants and carrying a surfboard, saying, how's it going, y'all? Anyway, I digress. Steve, Eric Freeman.
All right. I've got a meme out there that I love that's got a badass warrior on it, and it's just like it's just like if if you're gonna walk through hell, walk through it like you own the place.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah.
All right. Let's see here. And moving backwards a little bit. 7 of Vessels, which is morning. Morning. So so for you, you're going through a bit of an emotional loss. And you're reconciling what you've been feeling lately. We have for you Barshkana reversed. Barshkana reversed. So you're supposed to have a development get produced out of your emotions right now, and it's kind of stuck. So you need to feed that fire that promotes the growth. You've got to boil this water, if you will, of your morning. So you want to you want to do that. You want to put the energy into what develops and brings forth the new.
Makes sense to me. Eric, let us know. It's the only way we can find out. The feedback's been really good, folks.
Who's my next one there, Wayne?
You see, you have Brian 1958, and then Amber, you have Jumper. Steve, you have Michelle D. Jen, you have Charlene.
Okay. Is it Carletta now?
Pardon?
Was it Carletta now or Charlene next?
Charlene is next. Yes, you are up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we've got the 3 of Sons. So this speaks to, it's interesting in that it speaks of the benevolence and the creativity, the action of the sun, creating life, sustaining life, bringing on life, bringing warmth to life. But in this book, it speaks of when Venus, it says it's from the quatrain, I think it is, when Venus is covered by the sun, then beneath its splendor will be hidden. And so it speaks of a black sun within. Now, I found this super interesting a few years back when I found out, Carletta, that under the soil, there's actually a certain light that life can grow, and certain flowers and species can gain that light and absorb that light that is in the blackest of black under the soil. And so it speaks to the black sun within, combining with the sun above you. So huge creativity, huge action, but you're almost exploding with it right now and don't know what to do with it. But then, so it's the 2 coming into one. The sun is feeding you from the outside, and there's things growing, beautiful things that of colors that you haven't felt inside before within. And so these new sprouts are coming, and with this page of Sons, it speaks to either somebody coming into your life to nurture that, to feed that, to be a spiritual elder or leader, to bring this new innovative source power that you have within to life and show you how to channel it. Or indeed, you just get in some kind of higher knowledge from this and being able to trust it, to have the guidance of how to put this best to your life and how to create this abundance, these new adventures, these new business ventures that you might be thinking of. But really feed into that, really go for that, because that's very powerful to be shining your light so bright within that it actually interacts so powerfully with the sun above you. That really is that as above, so below, and as within, so without. You've got that circuit board going so powerfully. So that's beautiful for you.
Thank you. Y'all have to let us know. Nina, Brian 1958.
All right, Brian. So you got a silver lining.
Oh, cool.
That's it. It only looks like disruption. In reality, everything is fine. Everything, in fact, is beyond fine. Underneath appearances is a silver, gold, and platinum lining. Enjoy. So whatever it is
That is
that's
far
going on,
out.
there's a silver lining. Yeah. So,
Platinum. I love that. That is a cool deck. Amber Jumper.
Awesome. Hey, Jumper. All right, cool. So we've got 10 of Swords and then Knight of Swords reversed. So I'm going to read the 10 of Swords and then I'll explain both of the cards together. All right, so we've got 10 of Swords. Your supply is always flowing and growing, but to stay within its flow, you have to move as it moves and go where it flows. Staying away from the flow means certain pain and hardships. You cannot grow where there is nothing left to support you. Admit it is over and move on. So basically, you know, self-explanatory. Well, what you just heard is there's something that it needs to change. There, what you're staying in and what you're forcing yourself to stay in is keeping you back. And the Knight of Swords reversed is you're not having the confidence to go forth with an idea. Because both swords are air. Maybe you're a Gemini, Aquarius, or Libra, but it is the mind. So you're feeling like you know you want to move on, but you're just really afraid. So the Heart Guardian, love and let yourself be loved. Just do what makes you happy and what makes you loving and what makes you feel full. Because I feel like there's some inner turmoil that's going on and you're stuck in a situation that you need to get out of. That's it.
Thank you. I love this. Steve, Michelle D.
All right. Michelle, the King of Stones, which is the wolf, has popped up. So you've got big decisions to make about your resources. That's what's currently going on with you. Big decisions about resources. And this is a very, very careful decision. You have Yera has popped up. Yera is about cooperation over time. So you've got this merging of ideas taking place, and that is going to give you all these big things that you can be in charge of with your resources. So it's either stuff that you've been doing over the last year or will be doing over this next year. And that's what's involved with that.
Sounds like an adventure to me. Thank you, Steve.
Well, apparently I look like a Klingon, according to Fire Spirit Girl.
I don't know. Maybe the lizard has something to do with it.
I can't speak.
I'm just taking a wild guess here. Jen, you have David Barry, and Nina, you have Jewel, and Amber, you have Big Al, and then Steve, you'll have Perry. So there we go. So Jules is David Barry, Jen.
Was there not a call letter?
Pardon?
Was there not a call letter?
I didn't hear that. I'm sorry.
Was there not a call letter next?
No, I just have David Barry.
Sorry, I'm hearing different names. Sorry. David
okay.
Barry. I'm going to pull for you again then, David Barry, because I was pulling for a call letter somewhere in the world.
I don't know who that.
Okay, all right. Okay, David, you have the 9 of Swords. So you're still having trouble getting a restful night. You're still having trouble easing yourself into a deep sleep and letting go of those nerves just feel like they're on fire. I don't know if you're having some physical pain with that, if you're having some physical, even spasmy pain with that in your foot maybe, or just, but that unrest is causing physical discomfort also, as well as mental discomfort. Your mind feels really locked up at the moment, and it's a perception thing, as well as some things that are going on physically within your life. But a change of perception and some good sleep, without the nightmares, without the feeling of unrest, even when you do get some sleep, would help you so much. With that being said, the Three of Cups is here, so you have people around you who adore who you are, and I think sometimes see a bit more of who you are, the soul that you are, the way that you feel for the collective, the way that you see others more than yourself. And so a lot of that perspective could be changed by mirroring the way other people look at you, by taking really on board how they feel about you and how they respect you. There are people around you that can really help lift your emotional self up, and create that different perspective, just to give you that key to unlock a few nights sleep. 3 nights sleep would really change what's going on right now with this mental lock that you're in. So so work on getting that, and work on getting it with whoever you can, wherever you can, and work on being kind to yourself.
Didn't you pull that for him before? For David?
Yeah.
The Nine of Swords?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did. Yeah.
It's amazing.
Yeah, it's
Sometimes these
something
cards.
that,
Yeah, it
yeah, some
it
energy
comes up.
work would help.
Yeah. Wow. Thank
Yeah.
you. Thank you.
So much love, David.
We send you just big bunches of it. Nina, Jewel S.
All right, Jules. So I picked, or you got, Hasta la vista, baby. Now, if you pick number 1, then this is kind of going along with that, which seems to be reoccurring here. But remember that song Queen Elsa sings in the Disney movie Frozen when she unleashes her magic? Well, if you didn't catch the animated flick, it's time to let it go. Walk away. And just like you never look back at the trash can you leave at the curb, don't give it a second chance. It's time for new beginnings, out with the old and in with the new. So that kind of goes with number 1 with the toxic relationships. Might be time to do some releasing there.
It seems to be, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
Amber, you pulled a card that basically said much the same. Speaking of you, Amber, thank you, Nina. Big Al.
Hey, buddy. All right, so we've got 7 of Swords. 7 of Swords. There's a little mole in there, popping his head out. And 7 of Cups. So what I feel from this is that there may be some things that you may want to keep to yourself, because sometimes we need to be a little sneaky to get what we want, and just don't over tell, or maybe someone's trying to be sneaky with you and maybe you're kind of feeling like, I feel a little off with this person, you know. Just either way, just pay attention to what it is. Try to just, you know, kind of be aware, but keep quiet. And 7 of Cups is, you know, possibly, it's like you're in this dream state, you know, and you're just kind of like, you get caught up in these ideas and this mystical type of waters and stuff like that. And then boom, you're pulled right back down to reality. So let's see if I can get a clarifier card, because let's see. So enjoy growth and reap rewards. So I think that what you're manifesting, or, just keep it quiet so that you can enjoy everything and you don't get it taken from you, or somebody doesn't with the 7 of Cups being in, which is great. I'm always in that la la land. And, but, just try not to let people's lies or their deception pull you back down into the space that is not so healthy, because it's really easy to be in this wonderful trance state and then go right back down to hell on earth. So, just be aware of who's around you. And if you have suspicions, acknowledge it and then go with, the route you need to take, and just, be quiet about it. Don't make a ruckus over it, because you don't need to do that, basically.
If I could add
Thanks, Ed.
if I could add a simple little addendum to that, because there were you had 7 of Cups and 7 of Swords, I think you said, right?
Yeah.
So often with tarot, I'll do basic reduction numerology. So that's 14, which is the Temperance card. And I think the expression of temperance makes a lot of sense in that respect, because you kind of have to regulate it, because you're not going to be able to hold one principle like that. It'll become unnatural. You have to have your peaks and your valleys. It's the principle of rhythm in the Kybalion. So you can so think about temperance, which also reduces, because it's 14, it reduces to 5. So you can also think of it's the Hierophant, whom represents kind of this is the way the world is, son. That's the Hierophant.
Excellent. Because you have Perry, the dude that sits next to Big Al. Steve?
Thank you, Steve. By the way, that was cool. That I like to learn
love
stuff
that.
like that.
Yeah.
That helps my brain
Yeah.
get better.
I'm terrible with math, but I'm pretty good with the single digit code, basic reduction stuff, which is really, really good for association in tarot.
And it matched perfectly with the message.
Yeah.
The 8 of Vessels has popped up again, this time reversed. So it's supposed to be rebirth. So this is kind of more of a stagnation is occurring, an emotional stagnation, not getting the waters that renew life. We've got Uwaj. Uwaj is actually the rebirth rune. It's the part of the fire wheel, if you will. So there he goes. He's like, Uwaj, I'm not sticking around for that rune. So yeah. So you may be experiencing some deep turmoil as things are being destroyed around you, and there's supposed to be a renewal in that process, and you're kind of being disassociated from it when you're meant to embrace it, and it's scary. It's scary because it's involving letting go of something you have strong emotional connections to.
Love this. Jen, you have Darth.
What's my next one there, Wayne?
You have Regina, and then Amber, you have KB, and then Steve, you'll have Lost in Space.
Hey, Darth. So, Darth, you have the 8 of Pentacles. So you've been working on building yourself, building things around you, involved maybe in a project that you've really managed to get yourself into and feel your space, really feel your flow. So finding yourself through a certain project or a certain line of work that you've really gotten into, something creative maybe. There's something with the Queen of Swords in that you're allowed to be a little bit more assertive regarding your ideas and what you bring to the table. You're allowed to speak up a little bit more regarding, you have very valid ideas, and you have a very beautiful, creative mind, a very innocent mind, in that you don't want to take anyone else's space up, but you have something to offer that's even more than you've been holding back a little bit. So sometimes it's okay to embrace the Queen of Swords and feel free to speak your mind, and feel free to share your ideas with a little bit more assertiveness. You're going to find yourself through this practice. So although it might feel odd to you at first, a little bit uncomfortable to you at first, this is sort of you promoting you by allowing yourself to have this assertiveness alongside this beautiful, innocent energy. I feel proud of you so that bring that assertiveness will not be looked down upon by anybody that is right for you. They'll actually be proud of you also, to see you flourish and to see you become even more of the expanse of yourself and what you're capable of. So that's beautiful for you, Darth. So I hope that helps.
From what I know of Darth, sounded spot on to me. Regina.
All right, Regina. So you got at your service. Let's see what that one's all about. I hope it's comforting to know there's a big universal butler who is working behind the scenes, taking care of all the details, making sure every little thing is turning out exactly as planned. This butler is as loyal as a Fido, as determined as Diana, never ever give up, Naiad as trustworthy as your own breathing heart. So can you let him carry the tray. So I'm assuming that's a message from Dude the Most High. He's up.
This is far out, man. I just love it. Thank you, Nina. Amber, I have KB. I don't know if that's male, female.
Hello, KB. So we've got 4 of Wands and 2 of Wands. So there's something that you're pushing for financially, or maybe you're trying to buy a new car, house, something physical. There's hard work involved, and the 2 of Wands is also hard work involved. So what I feel is that maybe you're feeling a little overwhelmed. You might not be sure which way to go, and just appreciate the process. Oracle, actually the Oracle card is Oracle. So it's waiting for the important information. So through this journey of hard work and setting a goal and trying to accomplish what you want, there's going to be information that's going to be told to you in different ways. So trust that information and trust that your hard work will pay off, and enjoy the process in the meantime so that it doesn't feel so hard during it.
Fantastic.
And that's it.
Great. Thank you.
And I wanted to say with Jennifer, with Darth's reading, is I don't know him very well, but what I do know of him, that was spot on. That was spot on.
That was exactly.
Because I know he's learning tarot, and he is very quiet, and he does try to give people their space from what I've seen, So I thought that was really cool.
I thought it was spot on myself. I agree. It's like, well, I know Jen had, is it Theodore? Is that right? There she is.
You're muted.
I'm
Hey,
so
Jen.
sorry.
No, that's all right.
You needed the toilet.
It's a little guy. I love him. He is cute as ever. Let's see, Steve, I have Lost in Space.
Okay.
And then Jennifer, it will be Burnett, and then Nina excuse me, will be Bernadette.
So we have the 10 of stones for Lost in Space. Home. So you've been reaping your rewards. You've had a great abundance and success, and it's all there for you in the here and the now. And it's good because it's all with Issa here. So this is your true core essence, right? So the things going on with your home front, with everything that you've achieved, it's all right with you.
Love that. I like those runes. I had it backwards. Jen, you have Bernadette, Nina, Joe Sapien. There we go. And then Amber has Sarah Horton. Sometimes the scorecard gets a little, rearranging.
Bernadette, you have the Hierophant number 5. What's interesting is you have the 5 of Pentacles too, which makes the 10, which then would be the 1. So there's a newness here, there's a new start here, but the Hierophant speaks to you of there being charity, there being generosity, there being aid, and that is there where you need it. You're just struggling to see it a little bit with the 5 of Pentacles. There's this feeling of lack in a certain part of your reality right now that you're trying to manifest, but it's right there under your nose. And so I just ask you to not walk away from the gift that is right under your nose. It just needs, if with these 2 5s, there's a cycle of ending to this lack. This cycle is done for you. It's already been written, it's already been said, it's already been completed. It's right there for you to find. So to find it, it's this emotional bliss, just to clarify that for you a bit more, to find some kind of emotional balance, and this suddenly becomes very apparent to you of where this generosity lies that can take you out of this cycle of lack or manifest whatever you need in your physical reality. Hope that helps, Bernadette.
Thank you, Jen. Nina, Joe Sapien.
All right, so Joe Sapien, we got solar powered.
I can see that.
Here comes the sun, clear, beautiful, light and shining on everything right now. All you need unfolds easily before you. Decisions are a snap as you pirouette into the ease of your own power, of your unlimited connection to the universe. You can bask in this, knowing that light shines on everything you need to know today.
I love those cards. Amber, Sarah Horton.
All right, just give me 1 sec. I didn't pre-pull. My computer was glitching, so I was like, oh no, here we go again.
It's all over the world, I think.
Okay. Oh, speaking of temperance, so we've got the Temperance, and we've got King of Cups. That's a pretty powerful little spread there. So, your water is full. You're very loving. Maybe even there's somebody in your life, a male, it could be a male figure, that you have a lot of respect for. They fill your heart. Maybe they're not giving you exactly what you need or what you think you need. So the Temperance is just telling me like to have patience with the person. It could even be that masculine side of yourself. It could be that powerful loving, but the more masculine energy of yourself, having patience with that part of you. Maybe sometimes you're a little sharp with the tongue, but this is more of the heart. So maybe you're, you know, it's a positive thing though. King of Cups is a nurturer, you know, and they are very gentle. So it may be someone in your life. Just have patience with them because they're there for you. All right, let me pull one more. So we've got the arrow. Surround yourself with protective energy. So don't let the negative thoughts, the negative emotions take over your energy. Just know that it's part of the process. If you're feeling some type of way emotionally, it's okay. Have patience with yourself or with whomever this may relate to. And just remember that you are love, and to every day make an intention to, you know, surround yourself with that light and energy, I guess. I don't know why I can't talk right now, but hopefully that came out right.
I think it did. And Sarah, I hope that spoke to you. Wow. Steve, I'd like you to pull a card for David Castle. Although David, you know, he is a wonderful, wonderful soul. I know he listens. He can't join us live, but yeah. And then Jen, I have Kent Cook for you. Kent can't join us as well, so thought we'd pull with him in absentia.
Alrighty. So yeah, geez, the Eight of Vessels reverse has popped up again. That's wild. So you're going through a similar thing as the last person, similar kind of experience, personalized to your situation. For you, the focusing energy though is going to be from Hagalaj. This is a healing, because we've got this Eight of Vessels is reversed. I'd say that you're having the rough half of it, and kind of like the same thing with like the Uwaj that popped up on the other one, right? Because these runes can't be reversed. You're in the middle of a irreversible process. So finding your best way to be in acceptance of what you're going through is going to make the medicine work better.
Wow, Steve, that is freaking, that is just profound. I mean, yeah, David, we love you, man. This whole tribe does, and we just hold you up. Wow. Okay. Nina, you have, when I get to you, will be Christopher. But before that, Jen, Kent Cook.
Hi, Kent. I know you're not listening right now, but I know you'll get this. So I pulled out for you from this Nostradamus deck. I thought you'd appreciate it for some reason. There's the death card. And so there's a struggle here that you're having of this transformation of self. There's some kind of real struggle in life that you're trying to come to terms with, understand, transmute. It's a struggle, but there is transformation on the other side of it. But you have questions about it, and maybe there's a few too many questions in your mind. Maybe there's just a need to go within that cocoon, allow things to flow more, allow things to be free, flow free, like free flowing, in that you're trying to understand things, you're trying a little bit too hard, and it's not halting the transformation. It just feels like it's making it a little bit more of a discomfort, a little bit more painful in some aspects. And then the Nine of Stars comes out, which is called the postulant. And so it's this seeker, this knowledge seeker. You've got a very agile and able mind, and sometimes that serves you very, very well. you're able to understand and really appreciate many different aspects across all faiths, across all different types of beings, across all different types of people. But in a way, you're trying to apply too much of this very questioning mind to your transformational process. Whatever is transitioning through your life, it needs to be more connected to intuition rather than the mental thought pattern. It says on here, a holiness too quiet and beguiling, together with a foretelling tongue. In that and for me, that said to me that your mind's going a little bit too fast, while the transformation process, whatever you're going through, is happening at its own pace. So you're sort of at a little bit of odds with yourself. So if you could just, I know it sounds strange for you because you're a man, but you've got that divine feminine, and you've got divine feminine energies that you adore and love. Going through labor, sometimes the easiest labors, having helped some women through labor, is to, when they actually stop fighting the pain and just submit, and that's when the free breathing starts and the clenching of the fists stop. It's an easier process, that submission almost to the transformational process that is happening outside of their control. And I feel that applies to you in a great way. So I hope that helps, Kent.
I think it does. I know something that no one else knows, and it's uncanny how these cards bring this up. Thank you, Jen. Nina, Christopher.
All right, Christopher. So we got pick up after yourself. Interesting. The blame game is over. It's time to realize that realize that the only person who can affect you in any way is you. Within your own mind is the answer to every question and the power to accomplish anything. Take charge, be accountable, and let's do this thing. Whatever that thing is.
Whatever that thing be, you know. Amber, I have Teresa for you.
All right, let's see what we have for you, Teresa.
Then Steve, I have Jane for you. Excuse me, I didn't mean to interrupt you there, Amber.
That's okay. Go ahead. You can say.
Let's see. Steve will be Jane, and then Jen, I have Susie Q, and then Nina, Wise April. I think it's Wise April Fool. I'm not sure.
I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I think so. Okay.
All right, Teresa. So we've got the Tower reversed. We've got the Knight of Cups. And then we've got the Traveler. So there's something that either has happened or is going to happen that is going to be a sudden change. So it's going to rock your world a little bit, or it already has. But it's more internal. It could be physical, but typically when it's reversed, it's like an internal thing. So maybe you are going through some type of dark night of the soul. I feel like it's funny how every week it's kind of like this theme, because we're all connected, you know, we all have our own experiences, but we're all kind of in the waters together. So there's something that has happened or is going to happen that's going to rock your world. And it's completely necessary. If you notice, you'll see there's lightning there. And that's that's coming from the heavens. So it is something that is you're going to be forced to do. It's something that God, if you will, with the big G, is making you do, is intervening in your life. So that you can be playful again, so that you can be full of love and giddy and happy with things. Because the Knight of Cups, he's the silly guy. He's the silly one that jumps into things and doesn't always think, but just does it because he's brave. and it can be really fun, And then we've got the Traveler, move in a new direction. It's perfect for the reading. So whatever's going to happen or whatever has happened that rocked your world, it's all for this new direction so that you can start a new path, start a new you. And that's it. I hope that resonated.
Freaking fantastic. Thank you. Thank you. Steve, you have Jane, and I've just found out that Wise April Girl, her name is Shannon as well. I can remember that. All right, so Steve, you have Jane.
All right, Jane. 2 of Vessels reversed. I am pulling mostly the cups. I'm here for emotional support. That's what I'm going. That's what's going on here.
His lock crawls down his back.
There we go. All right. Yeah, you're no help. Anyway.
He says, "I'm getting the hell out of here." Man.
That's the last time I'm fetching you today.
It's like, you need to start paying me if you want me to go on camera.
Well, start being interesting enough to bring in the revenue. It's like, oh, he did a little Twitch thing with his tail. $5 for Steve. Oh, okay, there we go.
It could be divining rods. Just think about it.
Yeah, right. Oh my God. Okay, so you've got 2 of Vessels reversed, which is attraction. So you're talking about a repulsion. There is a connection is breaking. Someone that you had fond feelings for, something that you had fond feelings for, it's now no longer there. And Uwaj has picked up again. So this is part of an entire destruction and rebirth process in respects to this.
Bless you.
To this relationship, or to the reason why you have that relationship.
There's a current running through that theme. I mean, we pulled the death card twice, and I mean, it's interesting. Jen, Susie Q.
Lovely, Susie Q. So we've got the Chariot card for you, Susie. There's going to be this swift movement. There's a lot of swift movement, to be honest. Kept doubting that there would be, but there is. People, things, but it's in the physical. And so things really, the unexpected happening very, very quickly regarding the reality, the physical, the home, the location. But on top of that, there's this look into the past. Now, there's this balance between you finding balance between the wants that you have for your future and where you're going to be, how you're going to be living in your future, and balancing almost the difference that it will be, i.e. you're already sort of looking back to how the reality was, where you lived, how you lived already, as if it's the past. And there's this balance between wanting to move forward, but not at the same time. And so the layers, I think, of present, past and future being, for me, always sandwiched on top of each other, merging into each other, all being at the same place at the same time. You're sort of in that, and I think you need to not have the regrets of what you would see as your past, but more reach into them and be able to actually time travel and change what you have that you don't like in your past emotionally, how you are fixed to that emotionally, change the perspective of it, which will immediately have an impact on this Chariot card in your present, and therefore where the future is, and having a lot of faith in yourself to manifest that and create that. So I hope that helps, Susie.
Hope it does too. Susie, let us know. Thank you, Jen. Nina, Wise April Fool, or otherwise known as Shannon.
All right, Shannon. Card is got an owie. Interesting. Hope you can hear Bob Marley singing in the distance, because despite what appears to be a physical blip right now, every little thing is going to be all right. This is a time of sweet, sweet healing, a time of renewal. Take a step back, put your feet up, and soak in the restorative power of the universe. So that seems to be
And
sort
I'm
of
hearing
a
Bob.
recurring thing.
I'm
Yeah.
hearing Bob Marley. You know, everything's gonna be all right.
Be all right.
Hey, Amber. Thanks, Nina. Have Sally for you, and then Steve. I have Dragon Soul Fox.
Okay.
And then Jen, Mike Williams, and then Nina Teresa. And that may be the last group we'll actually have time for. I didn't really. Where is time gone? No, Amber, it's yours.
All right, Sally. Too many cards just fell out. Let's try this again. Okay. So we've got the Lovers reversed. And King of Swords. What are you telling me with this? So there, with the Lovers reversed and then the King of Swords, I'm just like afraid to say anything, but there could be rocky, there could be a rocky situation with a man who's very sharp-tongued, maybe a narcissist that likes to mess with your head. It could even be you who you tend to go, you're a little hard on yourself in your mind. So it's either the two, it's a person or it's you. Let me just pull one more card just because we don't want to leave it on that. Ace of Swords. So the beginning of something in your mind that's manifesting. So maybe there's someone in your life that you have a hard time. God, how do I read this? I don't even know. I'm actually stumped for the first time. Enjoy growth and reap rewards. So work on communicating with the person that I'm talking about here, because it can be difficult when you have somebody that's so sharp-tongued, but they're also very smart and strong, and they do have your best interests. You know, try to begin a new conversation with this person. Try not to be stuck with all the stuff that they're saying, and move that conversation into something that's more benefiting for both of you and not be stuck in that rut of narcissism, if you will. And then the Lady. So enjoy growth and reap rewards. So there is you can grow from this and with this person. It's just all about navigating the conversation to where you want it to go, because this person may be very smart, but you are too. And, you know, we can always have conversations with smart people. It's just, you have to learn how to navigate the conversation. And then eventually you'll have that new conversation, the Ace of Swords, and you'll be able to enjoy the growth from it. Hopefully that resonated. Sorry, it was difficult at first.
No, I think that shows authenticity. I mean, those were powerful cards. There have been, you know, we have the Queen of Swords, we have had the King of Swords, and then you had the Ace of Swords. I mean, if we're playing
Ace of
poker,
Swords and King of Swords. Yeah.
Heavy cards. Wow. Okay, thank you, Amber. Mr. Steve, Dragon Soul Fox.
All right. Dragon Soul Fox. 8 of Bows. The Hearthfire. So this is reversed. So that this represents that warmth and belongingness of the tribe, if you will, of the family, in that, not too extended. It's not like, your whole town, but it's just like, family reunion kind of stuff. The, your local area, just, the people that you're real familiar with, that, your circle of closest friends, that kind of thing. And there's a disarray, in, what you all kind of, believe in. Going on, so there isn't, at least for you, a sense of belonging. And hold on, I gotta make sure this one's reversed or not. Okay, all right. So Awaj pops up and reversed, and that's a very appropriate rune to pop up with Hearthfire reversed, because Awaj is our interpersonal relationships, that emotional connection that we have with people. And so here, it's blocked. So that means something on an emotional level that's, it's usually involves something with our personalities, is not quite where it should be. What you need to do to get right with the situation is just to be more fun, to be more, to be more radiant, to be more excited about, about the people within your Hearthfire. Okay?
Let us know, Dragon. Jen, Mike Williams.
Hey, Mike.
And this will probably be our
keeps
last
coming-
round, just to let you know.
Okay, no problem. Thank you. Mike, this keeps coming up in my daily readings, and it's kept coming up tonight a bit for me too. It's the judgment card again. So it's that underworld of self. It feels like you're dirty right now. It feels like it's been a tough climb up from the lower realm of self, but you need to give yourself kudos for the experience and the things that you have gained, the tools that you've gained for going forward in that mud. And actually, it's given you a lot of grounding for going forward, that it's going to pay off in dividends as you go along the way. And so where it might feel like the soil is is thick and maybe muddy and a bit clayey, hard to get out of right now, the things that you're doing to get out of the situation that you don't want to be in, the things that you want to leave behind, is actually healing to you to go forward. It is something that is going to make you even more understanding of self, and therefore the environment in which we want to go forward. So we've got the Page of Wands that you come out with. So there's this sort of cleansing of self through the soil, through your lower self. You are, and I don't say lower self in a derogatory way, I say it in a beautiful way, spending time in the depths of you sometimes, and sometimes that means in the depths of certain situations where you really find your grit, your strength, and you recognize what needs to be left behind. You find this fire, which is also so cleansing. And so this Page of Wands is mutable, is flowing. And I just feel like there's going to be some generosity, some kind of gift that is given to you that helps you go forward with this new creativeness that you find within yourself, this new fire, this new passion, this new drive. And that is not for you to worry about right now. I just feel it's coming for you. So you just dealing with the grounding of yourself and recognizing what needs to be shed from you and from your life, from your inner world more than anything, and allowing this flame to really grow and be very flowing with it, be very mutable. I think you're going to go along your days and find yourself saying hello to just the right people at the right time, starting discussions with strangers at the right time, and finding a way forward there for your physical reality to become far more comfortable, far more matched to the growth that you've been doing from within. So it's really powerful for you right now.
Wow, that's pretty cool reading. I hope that helps. Nina, I had Teresa, but actually realizing that had her name twice. So Mary wins. You'll be pulling
Okay, I should
for.
probably reshuffle then.
Yeah, and I know, folks, we've got another 22 on our list, so we're just going to have to carry this over. We could go for 3 hours, I think. I really do. It's just
Don't be shy on hitting up any of us who do services
yeah,
for
yeah.
money. I try to do this for money.
And if you didn't get a reading, then all of the panel's contact information is down with emails. Email them, reach out for them, and I'm sure that they will accommodate. I'm assuming that. I don't want to be so brash.
Yeah, for me anyways, if you have Facebook, the easiest place will be to just PM me on there. But if you don't have Facebook, go to my webpage. There's a contact form there that will go straight to my email. So if you would rather do that, just do that.
Next week, folks, we'll pick up off the list. I mean, it's extensive.
Yeah. I've noticed that the links aren't working either. I've noticed in the descriptions. So I know they're making it difficult.
They really are.
around.
They have really
I don't know
screwed
what's
it up.
going on,
But
anyhow, we'll close it off with living large.
ooh, I like that.
It says, you are drifting in an ocean of gold doubloons. As always, it's your call. You can dive in, you can backstroke all the way to Istanbul, or you can stay in the piddle little raft you've been rowing. But it's all there, rich and luxurious as ever, waiting for your nod. Jump in. The good life is yours. So,
All right, after we get to
in.
Peter's house, we're going over to Mary's house. I mean, if there's freaking doubloons that you're swimming in, Mary, glad that you're a part of our tribe.
Yeah.
And Steve says send some over his way.
Yeah.
Folks, I know, and I really feel bad. You know, we will, those who didn't get this week, we will get in front next week, and hopefully YouTube will have their glitches worked out. Panel, thank you all. Y'all are just fabulous. I mean, the accuracy on this thing is off the freaking chart. Amber, you're beautiful. Jennifer, what a delightful gift. Steve, you and Locke, we wouldn't be the same. And of course, Nina the Mystic. Thank you all so much. And there's
You're
Locke.
welcome.
All right, stay with me, folks, as we say goodbye to everyone. Have a great weekend, everyone. We care very much for you. Bosto to you, and we will see you real soon. All right, bye-bye.